In this video, I want to share with you some really exciting news. I'm really excited about this new update that Acorns has brought to us. It's fantastic. It's great for parents. It's great for kids. If you ever have wanted to save for your kids and leave a legacy, what I like to call generational wealth, Acorns has made that possible. So I've done other videos about Acorns. You can check the links in the description, but I want to share something with you that I was so excited about. I got early access to it literally yesterday, and I wanted to share this video with you so you can take action on this yourself right away. So I have my phone open up here, and I'm going to show you right through it. I don't know if you can notice what it is, but I'm going to show you right now on my phone and on the website. So let's jump into the website first. By the way, if you're not familiar with Acorns, what it is a great mobile app. It's like groundbreaking, and it's really just it's a disruptor. It's a disruptor in the investing industry because they put the power back into the consumer's hands to actually take control of their investment, their retirement, or even checking account. And I personally don't use the savings or checking options that they have with the debit card. I'm trying to reduce the amount of cards I have, but for the investment stuff, it really is a great thing. Now, it's interesting enough because I got started with Acorns through a little competition, a friendly competition with a buddy of mine who wanted to start saving for retirement. So in order to help him and also encourage him to do that, I signed up for Acorns. He gave me his referral link, and I said, all right, man, let's do it. Let's put in a like $100 a week or a month or whatever. Do whatever you can. And so we did, and he did it and I did it. And then like a year went by, and I think I only had like $1,200 in the account. And then finally, after that year, I said, you know what, I'm just going to kind of take this up a notch, because one of the features that came out was automatic deposit. And one of the most powerful things you can do, I believe, that you can do with set it and forget it investing is what's called dollar cost averaging, which means you just continually buy the stocks, the investments, the ETFs, the funds, right? You continually invest your money. I like to call it auto drafting, auto deposit, auto invest, okay, into your accounts, and you just set it and forget it. Acorns gives you the power to do that. Years ago, guys, I used to have to do this, and it was like writing a check, and I would do it either quarterly or semi-annually. But now with the power of technology, we're able to do this like daily and even weekly, however you want to do it. You set it up, it puts you in control. So you can check out the other video I've done about that and what I've used it for. But I want to show you today specifically about Acorns Early. So right here, right on the top of the page of the website, you can click on the Early. And literally in under 3 minutes, you can open up accounts for your children. This is awesome, right? So you can save and invest for your family. You can set up your account. It's a very simple thing to do, right? Basically what they're going to ask you for. Let me just show you here on my phone so you can see it already set up in my phone. See how it says Early for Kids right there at the top right there? So I'm going to click on that, and here you go. There's nothing in there yet. It's like literally brand new. I did make 2 initial deposits, $50 in each of my kids' accounts right here. So there are my 2 children, and you can see it's set up for $50 weekly reoccurring. Now, the interesting thing is I've already been doing $50 a week reoccurring in another account. And I said, you know what, I'm going to bring it here because I know I've done videos about this before, and this could help encourage more people, because I've already encouraged other people to do it and they've already liked the video. By the way, if you find this encouraging already, like this video so more and more people can get aware of this. And start doing it. Now you can, of course, guys, you can set up any dollar amount you want. Let me show you. So in here and under my daughter who's Brooklyn, as you can see here, there's a current value of 0. You can do one-time investment if you want. I just did a $50 one literally like earlier this morning. But what you want to do is pick the portfolio. You can pick the portfolio that you want to invest in. I keep mine on aggressive because they're still young. It's not conservative portfolio, it's more aggressive. They can earn more interest because they're still young. So I leave it on aggressive. Now I leave mine on $50 reoccurring every Monday, and that's already set and it's already good to go, as you can see here. Now, as you can see, a hypothetical projection, let's just expand this. This is set right now as a 50-day reoccurring every week. Okay, so it's basically saying, hey, if I was to transfer this based on their age right now, that at the age of 21 they would get $75,000. Now I think 21 is still a young age where, you know, a young person probably shouldn't have this amount of money unless they earned it themselves. So basically what I want to shoot for is my child to get this kind of money when they're 30. So what this is basically saying is that at the age of 30, with the current age they're at right now, if I continually keep the reoccurring at $50 every week, then it will be $158,000 there. So you can see the difference between investment and return, right? So that means the investment would be the $67,000, but I would earn an extra $90,000 from the compounding of interest, that eighth wonder of the world, okay? So again, by the way, there is an asterisk of this. There is investing involves risk. It's illustrative for illustrative purposes only, okay? So this is not guaranteed money. It's just for illustration. Of course, anything can happen, but historically, the markets tend to do over, you know, around 10% or more. These are just hypotheticals. But listen, the eighth wonder of the world, compound interest, like Einstein called it, works really well. Historically, it's been working like a charm. So what's more important is to invest rather than not invest and put this off. It's a great way to save for your kids. So another thing is you can change the reoccurring investment. Let's just right here give a graph. What if you were to like turn it down, right? As you see, as I'm going down, look at the numbers drop on the hypothetical projection. So if I was only to do $10 a week, so by the time they turn 30, they're only getting $31 a week. But let's say, you know, hey, you know, I'm getting more money. Maybe I got a boost in salary or whatever it is, and I don't want it to be $50 a week. Maybe I want to turn it to $100 a week, and I want to start applying more for my kids in the future. That would increase it to $316,000 by the time they turn 30. So you can easily adjust it and easily see, and you can hit save and it will automatically save it and change your reoccurring adjustment, by the way. So I'm going to keep mine at 50 like I have been from the time that my children were born and they got their social security numbers and all that. So I keep mine at that because I think that's where I want to be right now, putting that money aside for them. And again, let me go over here to my other daughter right here. And it's the same thing. So we have a hypothetical, we have a hypothetical right here. We got that going. It's the same thing, and I can change it if I want. I can give one child more money and the other one less if I wanted to, right? So, as you can see here, here's the pending, right? Here's the pending, the one-time investment that I already did. I did that this morning, so those are already going in. And then over time, this will show a performance graph. So maybe I'll update this maybe in about a year. Maybe next year I'll do another video, and I'll show you the performance that's been happening and what's been happening in the past 30 days. So that shows it for the two kids. And this is also grow your knowledge. If you're looking for more information on how to grow your investments and your portfolio, you could do that. So that's inside the app. If I go back to the website, what you can do is you can add multiple kids per family at no additional cost, right? Acorns, depending on what plan you're on, is either free or I believe it's $3 a month. I can't really remember at this point, but they have different plans that you can use. You can grow your knowledge through Acorns Grow, which is really great information if you needed it. Also, you can use early funds are for anything that benefits the child and can be easily transferred transferable when they're grown. So that's a really great thing. You can also find other savings through investment partners like Disney and ABC Mouse and stuff like that, which is also known as found money inside of Acorns, okay? They gave a digital children's book. That's great. So maybe I'll have them read that today. And that's basically what it is, guys. There's, if you want to know the difference of the type of account, right? What type of account is an Acorns Early? It's an early UTMA and UGMA account, unlike a 529 that can only be used for education. You can use the funds for anything that benefits the child. So this is what I would see with this, because I know the 529s, you have to go like through a bank, or some states don't even allow 521s. They're only good for educational purposes. But the UTMA and the UGMA and I'll put links in the description to those below if you want to know more about it. You can go check out those links in the description. This gives the opportunity, if you want to use it for your kids, to invest in real estate later on, if you want it to be their first down payment. I mean, listen, guys, just imagine with me for a moment down the road. Okay, if we were to project this at age 30, right? Look at this. If we were to take 30 or 35, whatever you feel is comfortable, but at 158,000, I mean, imagine putting that as a down payment on a multiplex, like a 10 unit or a 30 unit, however many units. And now you're generating more cash flow for your child, legacy wealth, right? It could even be a business, right? Whatever it may be. Here's the reality of, you can save this money and you can set it up for, weekly, daily, monthly. The way what I always tell people, and I've done this in my other videos, is I'll tell you this: the more often you put it in, the better. So if I wouldn't do it like annually. Don't do it semi-annually. Don't do it quarterly. I recommend doing it daily, weekly, and that's it. Seriously, because sometimes we're as humans, we're active spenders, right? And sometimes some people get paid week to week or bi-weekly. So the more time you have that money in your possession, the more apt human nature would go and spend the money, right? Well, if that money is already zapped out of your account, then you won't have the money to spend. So it's helping you invest more than spend more. All right. So I would encourage you to do daily or weekly, and you can do that here right in the settings if you wanted to change it up to daily, weekly, or monthly, right? And you can pick the day you want it to withdraw on. Okay, do something that's comfortable so that you are not always adjusting it. Okay, do something within your budget so that you're not like, oh, I got to cancel it this week because I don't have the money in my account. You don't want to do that. If you can, what you want to do is set a number for yourself that you can say, okay, I can maintain $5 a week. All right, $1 a day, however you want to do it, but just make sure that you can maintain that amount and you're not canceling and try to rearrange it all the time. This shouldn't be an extra task for you. It should happen automatically. Set it and forget it, right? So whatever that is for you. And the worst part, and I wish they didn't have that feature in here, but the withdraw button, you see that withdraw button? I wish we could put a lock on that and say, hey, when my child turns 20 or 30, then I can take it out and I have to call them or something, right? What you don't want to do is use this as an emergency fund and withdraw the funds if something bad happens, okay? So many times in life, there's emergencies, and sometimes we can rush to these kinds of, savings accounts and jeopardize the future. So you don't really want to do that. You want to keep it in there and so that it can build on for your kid's life. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you find it helpful, or if you have any questions about this kind of investing, or any questions about the Acorns app, just leave it in the comments below and I'll be sure to get back to you. All right, see you later.